So today I want to talk about some of my favorite players that are retiring after the World Cup. And I'm not going to talk about Ronaldo and Messi. So starting with Modric, he plays for Croatia and he also plays for Real Madrid. So he has been uh, one of the best midfielders of this decade and of this generation. And I think anybody who's seen him play would agree to that. So I've always liked Modric as a player, like when he started from his Tottenham days. And I think for the past 10 years, he's just been in Real Madrid and they have won quite a number of trophies. And there's no doubt that Modric has significantly contributed to that. So, Modric, you know, I don't know if they won the Euros, I'm forgetting, but I think they did reach the finals once. But World Cup is always any football player's dream, and Modric, I think, couldn't, fulfill his. So, but nonetheless, he's one of the greatest players of this generation. Uh, so, yeah. Second one, again, a midfielder is Kevin De Bruyne. I think he's also 33 now, and he's having injuries since the last 4 5 years. So I think this is his last World Cup as well. And I consider him as to be like the best midfielder along with Bruno Fernandes in the EPL in the last 10 years. I wouldn't compare both of them just because on any given day one of them is better, but keeps fluctuating. Both of them have enough assists and goals to show for them to become like one of the greatest midfielders along with Salah of Liverpool, which I'll come to next. But I consider De Bruyne to be like world class, and I don't think anybody had the passing vision of De Bruyne in the EPL. So I think De Bruyne was one of my favorite players, and I think one of the greatest midfielders of our, the current generation or the generation which is going now. So yeah, and next is Mohamed Salah. I think absolutely like he's one of the legends, even though he plays for Liverpool. And I am a United fan, but I still respect players from all clubs, like especially the ones who are really talented. I think Mohamed Salah was the heartbeat of Liverpool, and I think he brought another dimension to them. Like as a winger, obviously one of the best in the league. I think he was the best winger in the league. I would compare him to Arjen Robben, like in the league of wingers, and he had Sadio Mane on the other side of the pitch. So both of them actually, made Liverpool win a lot of trophies and deservedly so. So I think Mohamed Salah, like one of the most skillful wingers the Premier League ever saw. So yeah, again he didn't win the World Cup, but I did see the match of Egypt against Argentina, and I almost thought they were going to win it. But then Argentina did what Argentina does. I mean, they have great players. So, I mean, bad luck to Egypt. Almost they had it, but nonetheless, Mohamed Salah, great player. The next I want to talk about is Granit Xhaka. I think that it's like the proper football fans obviously know about him, but he's a little like not so famous as the other players. But Granit Xhaka, in my mind, was always like a decent midfielder. And the long range goals that he used to hit were similar to what Gerrard used to do for Liverpool. And like everybody who's seen the football from like 2000, I don't know, 10 to like 16, 17, around that time, always knew that Granit Xhaka would anytime come up with a volley or a long range like bullet of a hit, and that would just go in the goal. And I think he was quite celebrated in Arsenal. I think he's fondly remembered by the fans. And again, he's back in the Premier League with Sunderland, and I think he kept them in the Premier League this time. I think he's a good player. I think he's 37, so there's no way he's playing another World Cup. And but he was one of my favorite players. I always used to, just I used to just wait when is one of those Granit Xhaka hits coming to just go past the keeper, and the keeper has no idea how fast that came. So he was one of my favorite players. Uh, yeah, and Riyad Mahrez. I think Riyad Mahrez, frankly, I would put him very close to Mohamed Salah in terms of his ability. I think Riyad Mahrez had a lot of ability, and all City fans would agree to that. Even like all Premier League fans would agree to that. I think Riyad Mahrez was supremely talented, and the and like Leicester City, when they won the title, Riyad Mahrez had a significant role to play in that. And again, for Manchester City, he won titles, and I don't think they were happy to let him go to like the other club which he went to. I'm not sure which one he went to, but I mean, it was always great to see Riyad Mahrez when he was playing. You could never know what he was going to do, and you always had that fear that he would score against your team, or he would like assist other players and they would score against the team. And also, he played in a very good set of players when he was in City, so all of them gelled very well together. But I think Riyad Mahrez on his own was like too skillful. Like, I really like that player, and I think he's one of the greatest wingers the world has ever seen. The next is I would call him a legend already. Like, he's Neymar. I would probably not put him in Ronaldo and Messi's category, but just below that, I think nobody can doubt Neymar's technical ability. I think the only player, frankly, for me, like who beats Neymar in technical ability is Ronaldinho, uh, who is my all-time second favorite player. But Neymar, like, I think he got injured too much, and I'm glad he actually didn't come to the Premier League. It would have ended short his career. I think he was not made for the Premier League. So I'm glad he stayed at Barcelona and then went to PSG. He could have tried like the Italian league or the German leagues, but again, I think he was too injury prone and his career got cut short due to injuries. But like he was a magnificent player, and he is also retiring. And at least we got to see him for one game, and he scored a goal. So I guess he'll remember that. And so yeah, Neymar is like, I wish we saw him in the Premier League, but it's okay. Like, at least we saw highlights on YouTube. So like he's like one of the most skillful ever. So yeah. So that is my list of six players, and I'm sure there are many more who are retiring. But uh, I just wanted to give a shout out to these six because they have been one of my favorite players to watch, and I think they were really skillful. And not everybody can win Ballon d'Or, but I think some of them really deserve to win Ballon d'Or. I think there was one time where Robert Lewandowski was going to win it, but then I think around COVID, the award itself got cancelled, so that's bad luck. And I think Salah was in the running. I think all of them were in the running, like one time or the other. And even though they didn't win, I think they all deserved it at some point in time. So, as a football fan, I was very happy and glad to see them play and in their prime. So, yeah, I wish them all the best. Like, for I don't know what they're going to do next. Maybe some of them become coaches. But frankly, as a football fan, it was great to see them and hope the best for them in the future.